Morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the 176th Center for Innovation and Agripreneurship. So, I'm Dr. Rahalya, working as a Managed Fellow. Before going to the session, let me give a short introduction about our center. It's Center for Innovation and Agripreneurship. It stands as a beacon of excellence in agribusiness incubation, operating under the esteemed National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management. With a rich history of nurturing entrepreneurship, our center has been instrumental in guiding 754 entrepreneurs and fostering the growth of over 383 startups across various sectors within the agriculture domain. We pride ourselves on our comprehensive support system, offering guidance and training to startups in crucial areas such as agro-processing, post-harvest technology, value addition, farm mechanization, animal husbandry, commodity trading, supply chain management. Our commitment to the success of agripreneurs knows no bound as we continue to refine their concept and empower them to expand their ventures. So today's webinar is particularly exciting as we delve into the theme of agri innovations and technology for rural youth. So we are delighted to have two esteemed speakers with us. And our first speaker is Mr. Ranjit Shanbag, who has 15 years experience in agriculture research, skill training, and technology dissemination. So he is Deputy Director at Vigyan Ashram, Babal, Pune. So this Vigyan Ashram is initiative in rural school of Maharashtra and which is commendable by integrating practical learning in various fields such as workshop science, construction, energy environment, agriculture, home economics. They provide students with a holistic education that is both relevant to the daily lives and also prepare them for future challenges. So this hands-on approach not only enhancing the students' understanding of theoretical concepts, but also instilling the practical skills and fostering an entrepreneurial mindset from the young age. So this ashram plays a pivotal role in bridging the gap between innovation and implementation in rural areas. So by nurturing entrepreneurship spirit among students, they contribute to the creating a culture of innovation and self-reliance and empowering the young minds to become change makers. So please join me in welcoming our first speaker, Mr. Ranjit Shanbag. Once again, a warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. So, shall I start my presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have given you the access, sir.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Visible. You need to make full screen mode, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Good to go, sir.
Yeah. Morning all, and manage. Thanks, Miji and Raia for the nice introduction. And as introduced, I'm Ranjit. I'm working with Vidyanashram from past 13 years, and we work in outskirts of Pune, but we have our reach throughout India through our schools and our students basically. So the Gyan Ashram is an institute situated around 70 kilometers from Pune in a small village called Pabad. And we are a innovation center, some incubation center for rural youth. So our motive is to take technologies to the masses, especially to the rural India, through different education models. Few of them I'll explain further. But all this education model we are implementing basically for develop technology-based rural entrepreneurship, so that technologies can reach the rural area and livelihood can be connected or created around these technologies so that we can achieve sustainable development in these areas. And we are working in this area from past 40 years. So these are the few courses which we run. Instead of courses, we can say these are the modules to help rural innovators or rural students to start their technology-based enterprises. One of the interesting module we have with Department of Science and Technology and with Savitribai Phule Pune University is basically Design Innovation Center, from which I'll share some of the examples uh, where our students have created innovative technologies and they are doing their enterprise on their technologies, or we are disseminating these technologies as a business model. Uh, we also have a Fab Lab over here. Fab Lab is basically fabrication laboratory in collaboration with MIT Boston. So it's a basically rapid prototyping facility for innovators who can come to us with their ideas, learn basically a design thinking methodology, use these rapid prototyping tools like 3D printing and all other digital fabrication tools, and get their prototype ready for market testing. And this we do with college student, graduate, postgraduate, PhD students, and they come to us, stay with us, develop technology, test with us, develop a business model around it, and either go for their own entrepreneurship journey or hand over it to us for further dissemination. So uh, this is what we do in short. We can discuss it later part of my presentation, how we do and what are the different opportunities we give to students. But today, basically, I am here to discuss with you some of the innovations we are into. Uh, Basically, it's in a pipeline or we have released as a technology, and student can or rural students can adapt it for their business opportunities. Before that, let's see, these are the some of the challenges what we normally discuss with our students. So what are the different challenges at grassroots level, or what we can say at the bottom of the pyramid, for rural entrepreneurs or technology based entrepreneurs? Um, first we see that there is lack of resource tapping. So we don't know what kind of resources are available with us when we stay back to rural areas instead of going for regular job opportunities in urban or metro cities. So these resources oftenly we say that rural areas are basically this ground mine for um, or a mine gold mine for the opportunities. But these opportunities, uh, tapping is required, and for that we require to have certain skills, certain access to the technology, then customer base, access to the finance, and of course the handholding and incubation support. So if this is not available, then it's going to be very tough for rural youth to go into entrepreneurship model, whether it's a farming sector or non-farming sector. uh, then it's become very challenging. And then we have to migrate to the metros to get job opportunities or better opportunities, career opportunities. So we work in all these areas. So Vigyan Ashram, we try to help rural youth to tap these resources, uh, match these resources with latest technologies, or if the technology is not available, then try to incubate, develop it, provide the customer base. So right from testing the minimum viable product to prototype, to have a field demonstration, and then having a business model around it. Then we do help our students to prepare a pitch for different incubators, and then provide a kind of handholding and incubation support uh, in collaboration with different government agencies or incubation centers. So we do all this because all these resources or all these challenges are interlinked. So I cannot say that I am academic institute, so I can only provide academic support or a kind of technology development support and not the financial support or customer base support. So as an incubation center, I have to do all this. And for this, we have 5 acre of campus where we do have production units. Say, for example, if somebody is working in a poultry farming and he wants to develop a new feed and test on a field. So we have a working farm with us. At the same time, we have electronics lab or a mechanical fabrication lab, so that these technologies can be developed, fabricated, tested, and then go further for field demonstration. Now I'll share some of examples of technologies which are again developed by our students in Vigyan Ashram, and now they are doing their business, or the technologies are available for large scale dissemination. Few of these I'll discuss in a constraint of time. Uh, But of course, you can Google it or you can go to our websites or portals where other technologies are also available. Now we all know that if somebody wants to do a farming as an advanced farming or as an enterprise farming, there are two resources which are very important. One is soil and second is water. Most of us cannot do a good farming because of these two constraints. Now this is challenge. This is challenge for farmers. This is challenge for entrepreneur. Everybody. Now we took it as a challenge of development around 3 or 4 years back, and we found that these two resources are interconnected. I mean, if you want to go for organic farming or sustainable farming, you need to increase carbon content of your soil. Ultimately, you will get better water storage in your soil profile. So you no need to have big storage as such. Your soil become your water tank, and that's the ideal condition for any farmer. Now, even though why don't farmers do this or why they burn their stubborns? Are they fool? Certainly not. Farmers burn their stubborn because they are clever, and clever in the sense they are professional and they don't have technology access. Say, for example, if I am a farmer and I want to increase my organic carbon content in my soil by just 0.1%, then it's very costly affair because I'll require at least 6 ton of good organic manure. Second, I'll also require to maintain a good carbon nitrogen ratio. So I'll require a technology which will compost my high lignin based stubble, which is not useful as a fodder, which is not useful as any other mulching kind of thing, or it's going to harm me. I mean, it's going to take out nitrogen out of my soil. So naturally, I'll go for burning it. And then I also don't know what kind of technology is available or need to be developed if I don't want to burn it. So we took it as a challenge, and we were working at Babel on a particular uh, plant called Azola. Now, those who are from agriculture background, they must be knowing about this. This is a water floating fern, which is very high in nitrogen, and we were exploring this azola as a animal feed, but we also tried it mixing with the stubborn which normally farmers burn, so that test it for its ability as a green manure or as a composting agent. And surprisingly, we got very good result against other available product in the market. That means there is something in azola which helps in better composting of high lignin based agro waste. So we went into further inquiry into it. So a student keeps on working. One of the student also went for a PhD on the same topic, and we isolated certain bacteria and fungal strain out of azola-based compost. Now, a farmer cannot cultivate azola instead of their main crop. So naturally, you have to have a product in a form of biofertilizer. So we isolated these bacteria, fungus into a form of soil enrichment microbial consortia. And then now it's available in a form of waste composter as a product, new biofertilizer or with new microbial culture called soil amendment. Now the story doesn't stop here because it has to be tested in a field. Otherwise, it's of no use. So we went back again into a village and we asked for a project. So we did one project with our student, and project name was Machis Mukt Shivar. Machis is basically matchbox. So the villagers has to commit us that they'll not carry any matchbox in their field. So they'll not burn it, burn the stubble. And it was a drought prone village. So there is a lack of water source available. So we tested it with around 100 farmers. Farmers themselves invested in the project to make a consortia of around 20,000 liter. And within 2 years, they were able to increase their organic carbon by 0.2% by investing themselves. So they composted around 120 ton of waste, which they were going to burn it. Now, if we see, technically, it's a good success. Now the point comes, where is the entrepreneurship opportunity in this? So there is a lot of entrepreneurship opportunities available, and we train many students in this technology now. First is uh, farmers always need soil analysis and post analysis services. So see, this government labs only provide soil analysis to publish the report or to have soil health card report, but that's not enough for farmers. So post analysis service has to be provided to farmers, and farmer is ready to pay for that. And I think we have around 7, 8 students. Our students adapted this technology, where you can have a small soil testing kit, which is again open source, developed by Baba Atomic Research Center. You can go to field, test the soil, and provide all post analysis services. Again, there is a lot of scope for soil amendment services. Soil amendment services is basically farmers need different products which will improve their soil and help them to go for organic farming. Say, for example, you can have a bulk geombrut producing factory, bulk vermicomposting producing factory, bulk biofertilizer producing factory and service. And even one of our students is helping farmers to gain carbon credit out of it. So his service name is Agro Ranger, his business name. And what he do is basically he provides soil testing to carbon credit mapping service to farmers. So nowadays farmer can earn around 6,000 rupees a year for 1 ton of carbon, basically fixed in his farm, and it's been provided by international agencies. So somebody is releasing carbon in air, and somebody is paying for farmer to fix it. So one simple technology of producing biofertilizer can be linked up to a carbon credit earning to farmer. In the same way, you can see we can see a lot of dumping grounds around us, whether it's a big metros or small cities, or even Gram Panchayat has to has a dumping ground nowadays, because we produce a lot of waste. Now, this waste is a good resource basically for agri entrepreneurs, provided you have a technology support for it. See, at one end, we are producing a lot of waste. To other end, we Indians lack in protein. So almost 70% Indians are lack in protein. So we are protein deficient country. We are carbohydrate. We have full of carbohydrate, but no proteins. And if you see the developing trend, the price for protein-rich product is always in a higher trend. Say, for example, your dal is in a trend of increasing price from last 1.5 decade. So we are importing different dals. We are importing oil, even the edible oil. Within the protein, if you see which protein is costly, then fish is costly than chicken, because fish glycemic index is better than chicken. Now, chicken is costly than dal, because chicken glycemic index is better. So, digestibility of chicken is better, digestibility of fish is better. Now, if you are a poultry farmer, or if you think like a resource chain management in a poultry farmer, it's it's going to be always profitable to sell protein to poultry farmers, because almost 80% of their cost goes into feeding of protein. Even if you check the soybean de-oiled cake prices in last 24 months or odd, you'll find around 100-150% hike in soybean de-oiled cake price, because it's in a demand. There is a lack of production, and protein is always in a demand. So whether it's a dal or whether it's a soybean de-oiled cake, it's going to be in a demand, because farmers are going to purchase it. Whether it's a farmers or whether it's consumers, they are going to purchase it. This is one scenario. To the second hand, you're investing a lot of protein, or you're not able to harvest the value of protein from your waste. So we have full of dumping yards around our cities, metros, even in small towns, and we have around 10% of greenhouse gases are being produced by dumping ground. Now, if I look it at as a resource, and if I have a technology package around it, that's going to be a very good business model. And here what we are working. We are working on a particular fly called black soldier fly, which is very rich in protein and fat. So it can go as a very good poultry or fish feed. Even it's used as a human feed in East Asian countries like Philippines, Vietnam. You'll see just like poultry farm, they have black soldier fly farm, and they eat insect protein because insect protein is very costly or very good in digestibility. What we lack is a technology package. We don't know how to rear black soldier flies. We don't know how to breed them. We don't know what kind of microbial cultures are required for increasing their growth, like probiotic. We don't have breeding chamber technology in India. So we lack in all these kind of stuff. There are things available as an academician. You can see that a lot of papers have been published, but it's not available as a technology package. So what we have done in Vigyan Ashram, we have developed a technology package right from breeding, egg collection, rearing to processing of this black soldier flies. And we are proposing new entrepreneurs to venture into this. So this is our one of the student. His company name is Pratin Eco Solution LLP. What they are doing, they are going to cities and they are collecting waste in the city. They are establishing farm around the city, and they are taking these larvas back to the poultry farmers so that poultry farmers can save their poultry feed up to 100%. So if these are desi birds, then they can be reared 100% on a BSF. If they are boiler or layers, then 70% feeds can be replaced. And this is going to be a good business because now if technology package match with the requirement, then people can earn out of it. If you, even you go on Amazon, you can see this kind of dried larvae available called BSF larvae around 300, 400 rupees a kg because it goes for the ornamental fish rearing. Uh, so now if West is becoming well and a technology package is available, then lot of entrepreneurship models can be again derived out of it. Say, for example, if I want to harvest a particular amino acid from these larvae, or I want to go for biodiesel because these larvae has 40% of oil, or if I want to go for a bio oil based on animal source, all these byproducts are very high in the demand. I think is what thing is required is to know the technology, adapt it, and go for business scale application. In the same way, in rural area, you have particularly in Indian subcondition, you have solar energy as a resource, and that need to be harvested in a smarter way. We all know that solar dryers are available. What we lack is basically fine tuning of these dryers as per our resources. Say for example, if I have a grapes as a raw material, then different kind of dryer will required. And if I have a moringa powder, then different kind of dryer will required. So what we do is we provide all technology solution support to right from self-help group to individual entrepreneur to select proper dryer, and if not available, then develop by themselves. Say, for example, now we are working with red chili farmers to have a dryer particularly for red chili drying because red chili get wasted around 50% of red chili get wasted at farmers field because of improper drying. So if I have a proper dryer, then I can use it for my raw material uh, in a particular fashion so that I can harvest maximum out of it. One of our entrepreneur friend has developed a completely different working model for tire. So what he do is he run his business in two different stages. Few of his drying is being done at farmer's field. Then he collect semi-dried products. Say for example, moringa powder or this anardana or different kind of uh, onion and garlic paste. So he has developed that business model where 50% of the drying will be done on a solar at farmer's field. Then it get aggregated and then uh, final drying and packaging is done at very precision technology. So, for example, he is using microwave drying. Now, microwave drying is important for quality control, but completely microwave drying is not feasible because the cost of production goes up. So what he is doing is using solar drying at farmer's field and microwave drying at his factory level, so that quality can be controlled, packaging could be good, and then cost of energy reduced because partial drying is done at farmer's level. So again, if you treat solar heat as a mm, as what we can say resource, then you can have lot of opportunities there. This is another example where traditional knowledge is being used by our student as a resource. And she is from Andhra Pradesh. Her name is Kalyani Chawli, and her enterprise is into healthy food products, particularly the traditional food products. Say, for example, I think you must be knowing this because Andhra people has this product available. Garelu is one of the traditional product of Andhra. It's a multi-millet based chips traditionally produced in Andhra Pradesh, particularly rural area. But nowadays, these recipes are not kind of very well known because traditionally it's not available. In the same way, you have some called Gavalu. Gavalu is again Andhra Pradesh product. It's like a snack item, a sweet, but again based on different millets, combination of millets. So what Kalyani do is basically she use this traditional knowledge as her enterprise model, and what her contribution is that in that is developing standard operating system in combination with post-harvest technology. The post-harvest technology could be, say, for example, if I'm working on a moringa, uh, moringa powder is available, but people don't use that powder, and it's not very good in a taste. It's bitter in a taste, has a particular um, uh, bitter taste. So what Kalyani do is um, enrich or fortify moringa powder into different traditional Indian recipes. Say, for example, we all know chikki.
Ranjit sir, sorry to interrupt you in between.
Mhm.
Can you just finish your presentation next 2 minutes?
Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, please.
So if we treat traditional knowledge as basically resource, then technology can be intervene in that. In the same way, we also need to check value chain and where the technology is applicable. Say, for example, we have a complete value chain for poultry farming, right? From incubation of chick to feed management. In the same way, we have a brown rice production unit, or we are using EVs for different applications. This is our new intervention where we have sugarcane crusher fit on a solar rickshaw. Uh, and these are the new technologies where we are trying to pitch in. What is different in Vigyan Ashram is that we are an incubation center where all these facilities are available for students to hands-on learning and technology incubation. Say we have electronics, chemistry lab, animal husbandry, mechanical workshop, food processing, everything under one roof. And these are the technologies we are exploring for future, like agro-holtic, 3D printing in agriculture, or laser beam based weeders. So these are the technologies which we are exploring for further use. This is a website called vigyanashram.online where you can check all technology profile and their present status. And what we offer is basically internship and fellowship for students for their technology based entrepreneurship, technology development and entrepreneurship incubation support. And of course, we have a campus where you can stay and learn with us and explore your new ideas. So this is from me. If you have any question, we can discuss.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Participants will do have some questions related to the technology, but it's really encouraging us and interesting to see the couple of technologies that the Vigyan Ashram has been developed, that too in a rural areas, the sort of impact you created. So really, sir, we appreciate your work. And again, I request to the participants that if you have any questions to the Ranjit sir, you can put it in the chat box, or you may raise the hands to ask questions directly to the speakers. That we will take up after the second speaker session. So with this, we thank you to Ranjit sir, and we welcome our second speaker, Mr. Rakesh. So I would request to my colleague Neetu or Alia to introduce our second speaker.
Thank you, Amit sir. A very good morning to one and all. I hope you all enjoyed the very informative first session. Our next speaker is Mr. Rakesh Sotakar, a senior executive, Deshpande Startups. He's experienced in supporting aspiring startups to ideate, design, and validate ideas. Additionally, he is mentoring innovators to generate innovative solutions for existing problems, laying the foundation for diverse startups and companies. He also acted to nurture promising ideas brought up by young minds to build their respective ideas into prototypes or the products. A unique program where student communities are intended to or trained to develop their entrepreneurial mindset, along with a dedicated team of mentors and resources available in the ecosystem. With this, I would like to invite Mr. Rakesh. Over to you, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Yes.
you're audible, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you're
Okay.
audible, sir. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, yes. And I congratulate Ranjit for wonderful session. Initiatives that you have made. Good morning to one and all. So as
Rakesh,
Madam introduced myself.
Rakesh, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you. Your voice is cracking. So what I'll suggest
So
you
maybe
to,
can I turn off my video?
yeah, that will be better. During question and answer, you
Yes.
can turn on. Yeah.
I'll do that. Thank you so much for. Now this is audible. Now, hello.
Yeah. Still voice is cracking, but we can hear you a better way. Hello.
I'm really so sorry about that because I know the network is here. So due to that, maybe you are not able to hear me properly.
Now it's perfect, side. Now it's perfect. Your screen is started loading.
Okay.
Yeah, good to go, sir. Now, yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. So as Madam introduced myself, Rakesh, and I'm basically working for Deshpande Startups from 8 years. So Deshpande Startup, as you already know, it's India's largest technology business incubation center for Tier 2 cities. So when we call Tier 2 cities is rural Bharat. So we are founder focused, Bharat focused, and market focused. So I'll not brief you more about what we do, how we run, and everything. So I'm totally excited today to talk about the subject that holds tremendous potential for the future of that is innovation and so when we say agriculture in recent years, the agriculture landscape has undergone significant transformation due to technology advancements. While traditionally we see as a sector rooted in age old practices, um, agriculture in new embracing innovation, and the younger generation in rural areas is forefront for the change in this scenario now. Um, so when I say younger generation, they should look at what is their ambition and goal. So our participant or audience, whoever there, so maybe you can realize yourself and understand what is your ambition first. Then you maybe check what you can you can do for agriculture community or rural India. Um, so when we see empowering rural youth, in agri, we have a lot of innovation, technology, and potential. So innovation and technology plays very crucial role in empowering rural youth, by providing them modern technologies, and modern tools. We have to enable them to, for the productive, making them productive decisions, and contribute to the economic development communities. So when we say, economic community development or technology, and how they can, embrace themselves, is when it comes only innovation, entrepreneurship, and startups. So as we can see, we are third largest ecosystem in the world, as of 2023, and first is Silicon Valley. So we have a lot of startups coming in, and a lot of fundings are happening. A lot of founders are coming in. Within that, we have some fun factors. The agri-tech sector in India is establishing to be worth to be 240 billion of estimated to worth of 240 billions, and it is growing at a rate of 12% per year. And also there are over 5,000 agri startups in India. Number is expected to grow in over thousands by 2025. So where these startups are supporting, where this young generations are helping India, is creating employability. So 40% of Indian workforce is working in agri sector, and also contributing. Agriculture is contributing about 70% of Indian GDP, and India is world's second largest producer in fruit and vegetables, and India is world's largest producer milk, and also, as you already know, India is second producer in wheat and rice. Yeah. So where are the opportunities that youth have? Is, as I told, that we have to embrace them, in technology and innovation. They should be. There are a lot of opportunities ahead for the students. For the students, when I say students, they are younger generation of this era now. Agri is opportunity they have, and also farming as a service, they have opportunity. They have precise farming. When I say precise farming, it is one of the key tech. It's doing is using sensors, GPS, data analysis, um, and optimize their resource utilization. This not only improves crop yield, but also promotes sustainable farming practices. Am I right? So I hope I'm audible, Amit.
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Yeah. So yes, because I am only speaking, there is no sound at all aside. So I
Yeah.
I thought
We are
I am not
hearing you, sir.
audible to you all. Okay. Thank you so much. So precise farming is one, and also supply chain management, and post harvesting management, advisory services, analytics, and agri fintech, and vertical farming. So these are the opportunities which students or young generation has ahead for their future. And also mobile applications are becoming more invaluable tool for farmers. So their apps offers real time information, weather conditions, market pricing, and pest control management. This instant access to information help farmers to make timely decisions, and increases their over efficiency. So looking at this, technology is really helping uh,
Hello, Rakesh. Are you there? I'm not able to hear you, Rakesh. Uh, Hello. Hello, Rakesh. Can you hear me? Okay. I think seems to be technical problem with Rakesh, and we will check once again with him. So by the time, once again, I'll request to the all the participants, if you have any questions, you can put the questions in the chat box, or you may raise the hands. So by the time we are able to connect with Rakesh, we will take a few questions. I can see Swapnil has raised his hand, so I'll just allow him to ask his question. Yeah, Swapnil, can you hear me?
Question is to Ranjit sir.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Swapnil, can you speak a little bit louder?
I have a question for Ranjit sir. So, how someone can participate who is not student in Vigyan Ashram?
Yeah, so this is question for the Ranjit sir. Yeah, we got it. I'll
Yeah,
just
it's
check
a
once again with before to Ranjit start answering. I'll just check with Rakesh. Can you hear me? No, my team. So Saurabh, maybe just contact him. Yes, sir. Ranjit sir, go ahead, sir.
Uh-huh. So I guess, Swapnil, you're asking this in the context of you're a full-time entrepreneur, right? So if you're a full-time entrepreneur and doing something and cannot come and begin to join us as a fellow or as a student, then
Ranjit sir, can you be just closer to your microphone so that we can able to hear you properly? Yeah.
just a minute. How is it now? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. So voice is a bit low, but still, yeah, it's better than earlier.
Okay, okay. So, Swapnil, if you are full-time entrepreneur and cannot join us as a student or as an inventor, then what you can do is write to us on our email ID regarding your problem or help you are required. We can check whether we can help you online. I mean, we can provide you a technical support online, or we can check whether nearby your locality we have any support available. Say our field officer or any of school is working in that area or grassroots organization working in your area which is partner with us, and so that we can collaborate.
Okay, yeah, sir. I will email you with my problem statement. Yeah, thank
Fine,
you. Yeah,
fine, fine.
yeah.
So still, we are checking with Rakesh. We'll go with the next question, which is coming from the Pawan in the chat box. So, sir, he is interested to know that whether these BSF flies, which feed
Huh.
as a waste recycle, which will have any impact on the poultry chicken, because this is the species very much sensitive in case of
Mhm.
disease attack or any further contamination will spread. Or maybe any harmful effects is there with humans. So he's interested to know a little bit more about this technology.
Okay. So BSF is new to us, but not new to the world. As I said, in East Asian countries, it's a regular human feed. Even in India also, because its glycemic index is very high, the very high athletics. So for example, those who are working in a gym or doing athletic activity on very large scale, they prefer it, the food grade or human food grade BSF powder, because it's very good in the protein. And you can defat it to increase the protein proportion again against the fat. So it's not harmful to human. For poultry, we are undergoing different trial. We have successfully replaced it up to 75% in a boiler and 100% in desi birds, and we haven't found any bad effect on poultry health because it's very natural. See, poultry birds like to eat insect, and it's just a natural insect. So we are just increasing its kind of proportion in regular.
I hope, 1 second. I hope, Pawan, you got the answer. If you still have any queries regarding this technology, you can connect with Ranjit sir always. Their details we have already shared in the chat box. So, coming to the next participants, I can see Yogesh Sahu has raised his hand. I'm just going to allow to speak and ask his question. Yogesh, can you hear me?
I hope I'm audible. There were
Yeah,
some
you're audible.
comments. Yeah, there were
Yeah.
some comments and input on carbon credit and by the first speaker, but voice was not very clear. If he can repeat it or give the insight again one more time, will be great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Ranjit sir, we were talking about the burning of the stubborn in the farm waste and yeah, the carbon credit. That was the question. If you can repeat it once again, yeah, please.
Paid for the carbon credit is a new concept in farming, Indian farming. There are there are
Sir, your
farming
voice is breaking, sir.
still making. Just a minute.
Hello.
How is now? Is it
Yeah,
still
now it's better, sir.
now it's better, no? Yeah. So getting paid for the carbon credit is new concept in farming and many startups and few organizations coming up in this area. So what happened is, for example, I,
Sir, still your voice is not clear, sir.
oh, let me I'll try to join from my mobile. Just a minute. I'll join mobile
Okay.
so that I can use mobile microphone. Are you getting me?
Still it's not clear, sir.
Just
Uh, mm, yeah,
I'm joining from my mobile so that I can use.
yeah. So your video is visible, but voice, I think you need to be little bit closer to your microphone.
Just a minute.
So that, yeah, now it is coming well, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I am audible.
Yes, sir. Perfect, sir.
Okay. So this carbon credit works in a way like, say, for example, I have some factory in Europe and I'm putting more carbon in the air to compensate. So what I can do is contact farmer and has a better scope in this area because of nature of climate. We can
Sir,
practice.
again, I don't know. Means I maybe you are moving back. That's why it is coming a little bit low voice.
Not really, but let me try from my mobile. I'm just trying to join from the mobile.
Okay, fine, sir. We will take up your questions, sir, later, maybe that related to the
Right.
carbon credit. But
Okay.
I can see Rakesh has been joined once again. So we'll try to complete his session and then we'll take up the same question. Yeah, Rakesh, can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah. Hi, Amit.
Yeah, hi. Please go ahead. So we have taken up a couple of questions to the Ranjit. We will finish your session, then we'll take your questions. Thank you.
Yes. I'm so sorry. My laptop got off suddenly, so I don't think so. I was not joining. I was not able to join again. So I joined from the mobile phone now.
Now it's perfect, sir. We'll go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. So what I was telling is, technology advancement. So I spoke about mobile application and also precise farming. Again, one more comes IoT smart farming. The IoT revolution in agri through smart farming practices and connecting devices, and also sensor monitoring with through various aspects of farming operation and enabling better control over fact like irrigation and fertilizing and pest management. So this is also one of the area where students can focus. and try to identify the problems and come up with innovative solutions through technology adoptions where they can help farmers for easy and accessible technology. Yeah. So when it comes to skill development for this youth to adopt this all the skills, we have to introduce technology to rural youths and involve skill development training programs on using agri-tech tools, not only making them efficient in modern farming practices, but also open up venues for employment in the rapidly growing agriculture technology sector. Where we have this entrepreneurial opportunities in agri sector is agri innovation, creating opportunities for rural youth to become entrepreneurs, whether it is developing sector, developing tech, agri tech solutions, starting agri-based ventures, or participating in value-added processes. So as I told, there are a lot of sector opportunities, right? So they can be in uh, uh, so these are Indian farming problems, small land holding problem, lack of access of credits, depend on monsoons, and also lack of irrigation facilities. No, these are identifiable problems where people are facing through, and these are the areas, if you focus, students will focus and get the validated problem, and understand the need of the customer, then maybe technology adoption and a need, based on the need, we can give the solutions. Yeah. So can you change the slide, please? I maybe you can't play this video. So this is one of our startup who came up with a pesticide spraying. We call it as urea, right? So earlier, tradition was bending and putting ureas to roots of the uh, you know whatever tool, we irrigation. So now we have this hand pump where you can adjust the limit of the urea, how much amount of urea has to go to root, so that you can adjust and put that urea with the gun. So that is the technology that he have came up with. That is an innovation, not technology, basically. So he have innovated the uh, whole bag itself. So can we move a different slide? Maybe we are running out of the time, right? Next. Yeah. So not only technology knowledge that students should have, students should understand who is an entrepreneur, right? So entrepreneur should be innovator, basically, and he should be a fighter in the sense he will in his journey he will get a lot of problems in the sense he'll maybe there will not be a support from the family, there will not be a support from friends or whatever. So he should be a fighter to fight with those problems. He should be a leader, accountable, self-confident, decision maker, and winning attitude, risk taker, and also he should be a great leader, and he should be a learner. Then creative mindset and problem solving abilities should be there, and competitor. And the greatest key is networking, uh, the person should have. Without networking, we can't expand ourselves and learn more skills, right? So this is one thing that youth should have when he wanted to become entrepreneur. Not only technical skills, but even though he should have entrepreneurial skill sets too. Next. Yeah, as I spoke, there are emerging opportunities when we tell when we speak about technology. So emerging trends and challenges. So we have in agri health and non-metro, there are a lot of. So automation farming machines and drone farming, vertical farming, water management, soil health, blockchain with AI. So these are different technologies which will help us to make more uh, 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 advance in technology where help it will help farmers to make it use it very efficiently and make a more yield. Next. Yeah, so maybe there are a lot of sectors. I will not speak about those sectors, but agri sector, as I told, there are 5,000 startups every year, and we are like we got to know that like maybe in upcoming 25 years there will be 10,000 plus in agri sector itself. So there are a lot of opportunities and scope in agri sector when we talk about agri tech, right? Agri tech in the sense agri entrepreneurship, innovation, and also technology adoption, right? So only one suggestion to all the youth is enhance your technical abilities, build technical skill sets, and also learn entrepreneurial abilities, and make your entrepreneurial mindset where you can combine both and build sustainable solutions for rural India and rural farmers. Meanwhile, there are a lot of challenges too. There should be a hand-in-hand support from incubations, investors, and also NGOs, in industries, and also government support is also required, right? So but one more suggestion that I could give is do not fall in love with your ideas. Just fall in love with your fashion. When I say passion is being entrepreneur and becoming entrepreneur. So entrepreneur ship is crucial. So if you have entrepreneurial abilities, then maybe you can find out any problems in and around and solve any problems, right? Yeah. um, with this note, maybe I can just conclude the session, and thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to speak. And again, I'm saying sorry for the technical glitch um, that I had, but I am able to speak what I was thinking. And yeah, so once again, sorry.
Yeah, Rakesh, it's fine actually. It's unexpected. Uh, the technical glitches will be there. So, but we get the message that you rightly mentioned that the entrepreneur should not be fall in the love with his idea. He should be the passionate to be the successful entrepreneur. So, with this note, we have come to the second, means the third session of the webinar. Although we have very small time to take up the few questions, but already few questions are covered. I can see Ranjit sir was talking about, I'll take his question first, talking about the carbon credit, and he already mentioned something in the chat box. So Ranjit, can quickly you just give me the idea about the carbon credit and how exactly it can be availed?
Yeah. Now I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible,
Can
sir.
you hear me? Yeah, I think I have written it in a box that a farmer can get paid for the carbon credit, and
Right.
there is a system available for that. Present rate is around $160 per ton of carbon you have credited. Normally, these people do a agreement with farmer for 20 years and above. So you just need to check what kind of agreement you are signing, because there are a lot of startups and institutes who are helping farmers to do this. But there
Yeah.
have been many mischiefs been done by these startups. So farmers need to check what kind of agreement they are signing and what are the payment terms.
Right. So yeah, the you have already mentioned in the chat box as well. I have pinned it the same comment. Still,
Right.
Yogesh, sorry, I remember that he asked the questions. If you have any queries, you can reach to the Ranjit. Their details already we have shared in the chat box. I can see in the audience, Sairam has raised his hand. I'm just going to unmute him. Yeah, Sairam, you have any question? Hello?
Hello, audible, sir.
Yeah, you're audible, sir. Please quickly your question.
Okay, sir. Is any IoT used for to manage vertical hydroponic farming, sir?
Uh, so IoT applications are available. Say for example, you can manage your PH and EC using IoT and mobile-based applications. The systems are there in the market. I think the systems cost around 5 lakhs rupees and above. If you wish to reduce the cost of the systems, then you need to do some kind of jugaad and some kind of your own innovation. We can help you out in that regard, but for that you need to come down to Power and work with us. But IoT systems are available.
Yeah. Rakesh, you want to add something in the same question? Any startup working in the vertical farming or any solutions from your incubator are providing for the vertical farm?
Yes, definitely. So IoT solutions are already there. So in not only in vertical farming, but in soil moisture testing, and also we have one startup called maybe Falatech. So he's using IoT based robots, and also um, he is controlling pest and helping with this. Like earlier model was with IoT, so now he has changed his model, but there are a lot of IoT startups. So we can use IoT and help farmers with irrigation, soil testing, and also pest management and controlling the pest also.
Yeah, thank you, Rakesh and Ranjit for the. I hope Sairam, you got the answer. And manage also, do we have a couple of starters who are working in this space? So you can reach out to us or with the speakers. The details already shared. We'll take up one last question as time is running out. Sri Lekha is there, so you can ask question, ma'am, directly to the speaker. Sri Lekha, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear?
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, I am working as Deputy Project Director Atma, Malappuram, Kerala. I want
Okay.
to know for farmers, if we want to carbon credit, actually we don't know the route for that, and whether this institution will help us for getting this carbon credit, what we have to do,
Yeah,
what our farmers
ma'am.
has to do. I want to get the details.
Yeah, ma'am. We
Secondly,
got your. Yes, ma'am.
second question also, that is this black soldier fly. If we dry and pack it, how much will be the period? That means we can keep it dried and we can sell it in the
Okay.
market. Can
Okay,
we?
ma'am. We got the question. So already Ranjit talked about the carbon credit and time, but quickly, sir, in a 30 seconds.
Yes. So Vigyan Ashram doesn't work directly with farmers for carbon credit, but there, as I said, there are startups available. You just take for the Kerala based startup. And for this black soldier fly, yes, like these larvas can be stored in a dry form. Only you need to think is about the packaging conditions. Like you need to flush it with nitrogen or any septic packaging because it has got a lot of oil content and it gets rancid. So you need to have it air sealed container and you can store it at least for 6 months in that condition.
Yeah, great. Already Ranjit sir has put the same message in the chat box, Srilekha ma'am. So I hope you will get the answer. And if you need any help, we are sharing his the speaker's contact details as well, so that you can able to connect with them for the further assistance. So yeah, already time is over. So still few questions are unanswered, but definitely you can connect with the speakers if you have any queries in the further. So before to come to the end of this webinar, I'd like to invite to the starters based out of in Hyderabad, managed with the help of ARIS Society from the Assam. We have organized one challenge, AgTech challenge, roadshow, which is planned on 28th of February. Their details already shared in the social media. So we request you to invite physically there. There could be the exploration about the different grants which are offered by the ARIS Society, and manage is the one of the knowledge partner for that event. So the details we already shared in the social media. You can take up this questions for the more details, and do register to the our training program on digital marketing. Their applications are open till 29th of February. So it's an online training program for 10 days. Evening sessions were organized. The details also we have shared in the chat box. So do register that program. And of course, do visit our social media pages, website for the getting the regular updates related to the startup ecosystem and about the activities of the MANI CIA. And don't forget to provide us the feedback of the today's webinar. The link is also there in the chat box. So with this small announcement, I would like to say thank you, Ranjit sir and Rakesh, for joining us and giving a very great insights and the activities about your incubation centers. And also to the MANI-CIA team for organizing this webinar. Dr. Sarvanan sir and my entire team is there. And last but not in the least, the participants who are active and asking the relevant questions to the speakers. So thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the next upcoming week in the Saturday webinar series. Thank you all.
Thank you, Amit.